Hi everyone. So today we are going to look at very important formulas in MS Excel, which are maximum, minimum, median, mean, mode. The reason why I have actually prepared my lecture on these formula is because these are very commonly used formulas in MS Excel. Be it you are in any industry, you are from education industry, or you are a student, or you are from information technology, manufacturing. As the transformation is going from paper to digital, it is going at a very high speed, and it becomes very critical for us to know what is the significance and utility of using these formulas. And many times I have seen people just copy it from somewhere and they exactly don't know what exactly these formula are known for, what is the utility, what is the exact base when you have to use these formulas. So we're going to talk about all of these in my video here, and we're going to look at what is the definition of it. We're going to look at an example, a thorough example, which will give you a very good understanding of how these formulas work in MS Excel. So I'll not take much time, and let's go on to the spreadsheet that I've prepared for you. Alright, so the next on my screen you are seeing the spreadsheet that I have in front of you, and to my left I have the data, and to my right I have the definitions column. These formulas are denoted as, let's take an example, maximum. Maximum is denoted as MAX, max, in MS Excel. So what it says, like, it retains the maximum value in the data set. As you know friends, a data set is a list of values, right, LOVs, or a collection of data, right? So from collection of data, what it's saying exactly is that it will retain the maximum value. As you can see, my data is already sorted from largest to smallest, and you can conveniently see that the largest value is 21. So let's go and see how to implement max formula in MS Excel, and does it retain the value 21. I think it retained. I'll just give you a demo again. So max is equal to max and say tab on the keyboard. It will activate the formula, and what you have to do is you have to use your mouse and select the data set and say bracket close. So as you can see friends, the maximum value in the data set is 21. Precisely, as you can see, is very self-explanatory. The data that I have in front of you is of the employees, that is the name of the employees is given in the font, is on the first column. The experience is given in the second column, and then we have the salary. So this is very self-explanatory, but just wanted to explain you. Let's go on to the second formula which we want to talk about, which is minimum. So minimum is denoted by MIN in MS Excel. What the definition says, it retains the minimum value in the data set. So this is completely opposite to maximum in the previous one that we had looked at. And let's see how to implement this formula, right? So is equal to min, and it will once you press tab on the keyboard, it will activate your formula, and then you just have to conveniently go and select your data set again and say bracket close. So it retains the minimum value. As you can see, the data is already sorted from largest to smallest, and the smallest value is 11. So let's see whether this formula retains 11 as the number, and there it is. So the minimum value of my data set is 11. Okay, yeah, so I think this is quite clear. Let's go further. If you have any questions regarding anything in any topic that we are discussing in the video, please do feel free to post your comment. Let's go to the median. So median by definition says retains the middle value when a data set is ordered from least to greatest. So according to the definition, there is a criteria which is given. The data set has to be sorted from least to greatest or greatest. For example, in this case, the data set is sorted from greatest to smallest or smallest to greatest, but it has to be sorted in descending or ascending order. Only then you will be able to determine what is the middle value accurately. So let's go ahead, just select median in Excel is equal to median, and to activate the formula you have to press tab on your keyboard, and very conveniently you will have to use your mouse and select the complete data set and say bracket close. So, and let's see what's the value coming. So I think, yeah, we have this value that is 16. So let's verify whether this 16 is actually correct or not. So for that, you will have to just do some manual method intervention. I'll show you how to do it. If you just select your data set, it's saying that the total count of the data values in the data set is actually 17. That means one man out. So there is one odd value, right? And that will determine our middle value. So 8 plus 8 is 16, and after the ninth value will be the middle one. If you say from 15th onwards, this is 8, so that means 16th is the middle one. And if you select from here, this is the second half, right? So 16th is the middle value. So our answer is actually correct. So I hope I'm going in detail, I'm going slow. The next one is the mean. The mean average of a data set is found by adding all the numbers in the data set and dividing by the number of values in that. So how do you find the average? I'll use the sum formula here. As soon as you'll activate, I'll just remove this now. I'll use the sum formula, and I will select all the values in the data set. That is going to give me exactly the addition of all these values, right? And next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to divide this thing, and I'll say count. I'll conveniently select all the values and I'll say bracket close. So you see, it is actually saving some time for you, right? By using sum formula, you can actually, I'll just activate the formula bar, and you can say the sum formula divided by the count. So I hope this is helpful. This is easy, but this is giving you the average of this data set. Next, I will go ahead and tell you what is mode. And many times, especially MBA students, or if you're a statistics student, people get confused between median, mean, and mode. So that's one of the reason I want to actually differentiate and create a differentiation between all of these three formulas. So let's go over to mode and understand what exactly mode is. So the mode is the value that appears most often in a data set if X is discrete random number variable. Yeah. So what exactly it is saying? Mode. So you are seeing, you're seeing some multiple values, some random values you are seeing, but there will be values that will be repeating in a data set, right? And that's when you take mode, right? You want to know which is that value which is repeating the most, right? Which appear most often in a data set, and that's what mode is about, right? So let me see, looking at this data, because this is a small data set, but if you're working on a big data, no way you cannot see this. So that's why you have to use a formula. But just for education purpose, looking at this small data set, I can see that most of the time the number which is repeated the most is 16, right? So let me actually implement mode and see whether am I getting this value or not, right? So for mode, you have to use MODE mode. Remember that we have MOD as well, plus please do not use that for your formula. And MODE bracket open, activate your formula and conveniently select your data set values by using your mouse and say bracket close. So quite right here that 16 is the right answer for us. Yeah. So because 16 is repeating the most of the time. Yeah. So looking at from this data set, I have maximum 21 years of experience. The minimum experience that I'm looking at in my data is 11 years. The median experience that we are looking at in my data set is actually 16, and the average is 15.6, and most of the employees in my data set is of 16 years experience years. So I think now you can build up on this story. So I hope this is very clear to you all, and you have a bird's eye view on all these formulas, and you will be able to implement them much more effectively. Do reach out to me if you have any questions or concerns, and I'll be happy to answer to you. Yeah. So I'll look forward to talk to you again and bring out more videos which are effective, which are very informative. And if you like the video, if you think that we are doing a good job, then please do like, subscribe, and share this video with your friends, so that this love goes out to many more. And I hope our society and all of our friends will benefit out of this initiative. So thank you. We'll meet you the next time. Bye.